EIA remains a cutting-edge organization.
We never think a task is too large for us.
The campaigners are obsessed with getting results.
We are committed to speaking truth to power.
EIA is a group of extremely passionate campaigners and people who really genuinely care about the work that they do.
It's had this ongoing, enduring legacy in building activism, and activism that works.
In 1983, Alan Thornton and I, who had been friends for a long while, decided that we wanted to go and document Norwegian whaling. So we managed to buy an old North Sea trawler and put a crew together.
They were killing about 2,000 minke whales a year, and none of the other big groups had taken them on. And we thought that if we could show the extreme difficulty of them hunting the whales, that this would put more pressure on Norway to at least reduce their hunt. The year after we went up there, the hunt was reduced from 2,000 animals down to 600.
And while we were up there, we were thinking about the Faroes because we sailed past it. And we went to the Faroe Islands in 1984. We filmed and photographed the whales being killed. We got emotive footage. We hoped to get other organisations to pick up that campaign, but when we came back, it was quite clear that they weren't going to. So we set up EIA to do it ourselves, and EIA has been growing ever since then and leading the way.
That's brilliant. It says from Iceland on the box.
I thought it might help. There might be a company.
Media landscape has changed dramatically since EIA first started, and what made EIA's stories and press releases so compelling in those early days was the way they actually gathered evidence.
Yeah, we were the first environmental organisation to use undercover techniques, and that included filming and photographing without people knowing we were doing it. So we turn up and pretend to be one thing. It might be a trader, and in a bag would be a 16mm camera hidden behind a piece of gauze at the front that would be filming. It was a bit easier in those days. People didn't expect you to be doing that.
EIA was the first organization to use investigation as a methodology to gather evidence to create precautionary policies with governments. So now there's a broader community of organizations that do undercover investigations, so there's more development of evidence-based policies coming forward on international level. And many other organizations have now taken up the methodology of investigating. By pioneering this methodology, we've been able to expand its use and its effectiveness all over the world.
It's one of the great achievements of the organisation, along with the campaign successes. If you look across the landscape of the environment and human rights organisations that work in the world today, you will find in many of them, and certainly many of the leading ones, you will find former members of EIA, and that speaks for itself.
The birth of what we've done is to, I suppose, unashamedly plagiarise the methodology and sort of broaden it out a little bit.
EIA is pioneering in its work in many areas. It's all really, really impressive. So, you know, I think the world without EIA would be a much poorer world.
I think as an organisation, EIA has demonstrated many successes and achievements and impacts.
There's been a catalogue of achievements here over the years, including the international whaling ban in the 80s, the international ban on ivory trade in 89, which EIA played a key role in, working to expose the illegal trading chlorofluorocarbons that led to a change to the Montreal Protocol, reforming the global timber industry. The list could go on and on.
We set out to achieve a campaign goal. This can take many, many years, and once we've achieved the goal, we don't necessarily then just walk away. Although we may be sitting quietly in the wings watching, we are ready to come back into the fray if we see something slipping back again.
They're a tremendous group of people, highly dedicated to getting real results, to really make a difference, to protect endangered species, to protect threatened forests from illegal logging, to protect the global climate. And I am honored to be able to work with them every day.
A very special birthday of a very special organisation, the EIA. 35 today.
Congratulations to EIA for 35 years of environmental campaigning and investigations. And as we face a growing climate emergency, your work is more important than ever.
All through those 35 years, what I've seen is an incredibly focused and effective organisation, gathering evidence, exposing the damage being caused to the environment. Congratulations, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing more of the same over the coming decades.
Since we set up EIA, from being considered as troublemakers, we've now been viewed as highly respectable and a really important part of global efforts to protect wildlife and the environment. It's difficult to know what the future for EIA will be, but what I really hope is that it continues to do the unbelievably amazing work that it's doing today, and that it will continue to work until such time as perhaps it's no longer needed.